My mum and dad they were good people. They just didn't focus on us. They were alcoholics. After my mum and dad broke up, I took on the responsibility of looking after my dad. It was easier to start just drinking and taking drugs round about my dad because I was in that environment. I was young and stupid. I didn't know, and I wasn't getting checked for it. I was babysitting my dad when I was 14, watching him kill himself every day. Didn't feel like there were much hope. I've cut myself a wee bit before. I ended up putting weights in my pocket, jumped in the water, and it was frozen. And it was easy to start using heroin when my dad passed. I didn't even know my purpose. I didn't even know why God actually wanted me on this planet, because it was suffering all the time. I went and scoped out the motorway. That was the worst decision of my life, going on meth. And I seen the Teen Challenge bus, and I don't know what it was it took me. I just seen that these people had peace in their eyes and they were welcoming. I was like, I want that. See, just that peace. I've been craving that all my life, do you know what I mean? Just have a bit of peace, because my mind was chaotic. So I went there and he started telling me about rehabs and all that, and I'm like, aye, but you're going to have to get me out of here quick, because I'm ready to do myself in. So Stevie started getting things moving and went up to the Haven and got a detox. So about a month and a half I was off my meth. And the fear came back and I was like off. I wasn't used to coping with my emotions without using drugs. So I bolted. I just used that excuse. That's me, I'm off. Before you know it, I think I actually smoked a joint. I went back to the bus. I think it was a month later or something. I was like, I need help. He's like, I'm glad you've said that. Now we can try and get you help. So I was like, back in there Christmas and that, and it was the best Christmas. I felt loved. After that I was kind of like, started getting a bad attitude and looking for arguments, if I'm honest. So I ended up leaving. When I left the second time, it was the darkest period of my life. When I left this time, I had more guilt because I ended up going back to stay with my wee brother because I didn't have a house or none. The guilt and the shame was strong, and I was praying. It's hard to explain, but I was terrified, man, and I was on my knees begging for help. I was roaring and greeting, and it's the most genuine prayer I've ever said in my life. I was saying, I'll no do it again, please help me and give me another chance. And then the next morning, Lee Gow phoned me telling me that he was looking at a rehab and he can try to get me away. And then I clicked. I'm like, he didn't know what I was praying about last night. You know what I mean? And so that was kind of God answered me. But what was the kind of like the cherry on top though was I was listening to a song. It was that Coldplay song, Fix You. Things started getting better because if it wasn't God's plan, then I don't think I would be here now. When Lee phoned me that morning, there were a weight lifted off me because I knew then he's no left me. And so I felt safe again. I didn't know where I was going, I didn't know the people or nothing, but I was like, he's not going to bring me somewhere unless it's going to be good and helpful. And so I went to Be Strong, and I've never looked back, man. That place really, really helped me. So I'm in a really good place now, in my mind and in spirit too, to be honest with you. I was a bit nervous when I was coming up on the train. It's up to me what I do now. And that's where I went wrong all my life. It was like not having accountability. And little did I know, Street Connect, they're trying to help me in every way. And they're really encouraging me. And I'm getting confidence. I'm confident coming out my comfort zones now. I'm feeling more responsible, more mature. So I've got a lot to thank them for. I needed elders in my life to pick me up, you know what I mean? And that's what they're doing. What I'm saying is that I'm content, is that God's got me here. And he's provided this house and support with Street Connect, people that are going to lift me up. So I'm grateful for what God's provided in my life, and I know if He's provided this, then He's going to have more for me. It gave me an opportunity doing an internship, and I was kind of like, yeah, I felt like I've achieved something. I've never been this peaceful and happy in my life. So I'm glad that I'm round about the right people that are picking me up and encouraging me in my life. My name's James, I'm from Stirling, and I work with Street Connect.